Hello student, this is 10th recording on the chapter 2, that is reproduction in lower and higher animal. In this recording we will see the process of gastrulation. Before I start the actual process of gastrulation, I just want to rewind a little bit so that you can link it easily. Now you have already studied fertilization, where a haploid male gamete fuses with the haploid female gamete, that is ovum, in the fallopian tube and carries out the fertilization of the syngamy, which resulting into the formation of diploid zygote. Diploid zygote start dividing after 30 hours of fertilization, again within the fallopian tube, resulting into the development of multicellular mass of the cells, which is called as morula, and first 2 cells, then 4, 8, and like that 32 cell structure, where the cells which are forming inside are called as a blastomere, which gets completed by the end of the 4th day, and then this morula from the fallopian tubes enters into the uterus, remain floating, and again getting converted into another multicellular structure called as blastocyst. Blastocyst has a many blastomere cells arranged in a definite pattern, having one cavity called as a blastocele, and this blastocyst get implanted in the wall of the uterus by the end of the 7th day, and the changes in the uterine wall, that is endometrium, as well as in the blastocytes, continues. The next change after the blastocytes which takes place is the gastrulation. Now, this process of gastrulation, that is a change in the blastocytes, begins about the 8th day after the fertilization. Now, what changes which are taking place in the blastocyst are majorly the two events changes. One, the cells of the blastomere undergoes into differentiation, and they form 3 germinal layer called as ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. Now, these cells do not only undergo differentiate, but they show movement also, and this movement lead to the formation of these three. This movement lead to formation of these 3 layers, right, which further actually forms the different organ in the fetus or in the embryo. So, since they are forming the different organ, it is also called as morphogenetic movement. And the process of formation of the organ is called as a morphogenesis or organogenesis. Clear? So the major 2 events takes place: differentiation and morphogenetic movement. Now see the diagram. This diagram is not given in the textbook of HSC board or NCERT, but I have just drawn to help you in explanation. Now if you see this diagram, it is quite similar to the blastocysts, where you will find the inner mass cells and the trophoblast and a big cavity blastocele. Now here the inner mass cells, which are also called as embryonal knob or embryoblast, these cells get arranged and forms a flat bilaminar embryonic disc here. Bilaminar embryonic disc. Now this bilaminar embryonic disc gets formed at the 2 layers. One outer layer called as epiblast, where the cells are large and columnar, this is epiblast, and the lower one is called as a hypoblast, and they are cuboidal, small and cuboidal. These hypoblasts later on gets converted into the primitive endoderm. Now these are the 2 bilayer discs. Then you have blastocele cavity and surrounded by trophoblast cells. Now next, when these cells actually hypoblast and epiblast moves, they forms 2 cavities, upper side 1 cavity, downward side 1 cavity. Now how the downward cavities form? This hypoblast cell, they continue to grow downward from both the sides, and as a result they encloses 1 cavity called as a yolk sac. They called as a yolk sac. Similarly, the cells of the upper epiblast, they divide, redivide, and move in such a way that they encloses another cavity. They is called as an amniotic cavity. Okay, now the roof of this amniotic cavity is again lined by another cells which are derived from the trophoblast called as the amniogenic cells. This amniogenic cells originate from the trophoblast, forms a cover extraembryonic membrane covering called as amnion, which protect the embryo in the later stage by surrounding and protecting. Clear? Now this development continues. Now on the 15, by the day of the 15 after fertilization, this two bilaminar disc, embryonic disc, bilaminar embryonic disc gets converted into trilaminar, three-layered structure. Clear? And how it gets converted? Due to the division of the cells and the rearrangement and the migration of this epiblast cells, okay, at which are present here at the floor of the amniotic cavity. Now, what happens here in the epiblast cells? By end of the 15 days, this epiblast cells, they invaginate, they moves downward and resulting into a formation of a groove. Okay, it begins to form a groove as well as a streak called as a primitive streak and the primitive knob. While they are doing invaginating, they are producing another cells, lower side, and these cells, actually, these progress cells start making a third layer in between the epiblast and the hypoblast. Clear? This is the streak which is produced here towards the upper side, actually of the surface is a primitive groove. This streak progresses from this end is a posterior end, this end is an anterior end. They progresses downward toward the anterior end of the embryo. Now this streak generate the third layer in between this two-layer epiblast. Now epiblast later on develops into the ectoderm, lower one hypoblast develops into the endoderm, and the middle layer which has been produced now becomes the middle layer called as a mesoderm, and hence the embryonic disc becomes trilaminar embryonic disc. Now this groove, the primitive streak and the primitive groove knob forms a groove, and this groove continues, progresses downward here lower side and actually downward, and forms an aperture called as a blastopore, which later on in the future becomes the anus. Now embryonic disc now has differentiated into three layers: ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. That means the formation of three layers is over. So process of gastrulation is over. Now the next process after gastrulation is organogenesis. That means the formation of organ. The diagram which is given in your book is this one. VS of blastula, laid blastula, because it is a fully formed showing the two cavity, amniotic cavity, yolk sac, and this three layer, the epiblastic layer which is becoming ectoderm, then middle layer is mesoderm, then this one is endoderm. Okay, and then here the small opening you can see here, and the peripheral to the trophoblast you will find the chorion which has been formed during the implantation. This structure is formed during the implantation. Okay, now the organogenesis, that what all organ develops from which layer, because these three germinal layers are the primary layer, student. They later on develops into the different organ or the part of the organ, sometimes the complete organ, sometimes the part of the organ, which is called the fate of germinal layer. ये थोड़ा सा तुमको बार बार देखना पड़ेगा student to remember all these organ formation from which layer. Now the book has given you the list and I have copied actually the list from the textbook. I am just giving you so that it should put on your this thing conscious में. Now in the ectoderm, ectoderm develops the epidermis of the skin, hair, nail, sweat gland, salivary gland, mammary gland, lacrimal gland and sebaceous gland. All these are the glands developing from the ectoderm, the uppermost layer. Okay, next is cornea, lens of the cornea, retina and conjunctiva. These are developing again from the epiderm. Nasal epithelial, enamel of the teeth, outer covering, generally if you see the outer coverings are generally developing from the ectoderm. Then internal and external ear, then fore and hind gut. Abhi mid gut is developing by another layer. Okay, but foregut and hind gut is ectoderm. And Okay, now next is adrenal of medulla is again from the ectoderm, and adrenal of the cortex is from the mesoderm. Clear? Now next is anterior and posterior pituitary, pineal gland, and entire nervous system. ये याद रखने की चीज है कि entire nervous system, most of the gland and the epidermis plus fore and the midgut of hindgut of this is developing from here. Now second है mesoderm. Mesoderm में जितने muscles हैं, सब muscles actually are developing from the mesoderm, excepting the muscles of eye and the ciliary muscles of iris and eye. Both are actually related to the eye. So eye के जो muscles है iris का और cilia का is developing from ectoderm. इधर दिया है ना रेटिना कंजंक्टिवा, कॉर्निया, रेटिना कंजंक्टिवा एंड राइट. नेक्स्ट है डर्मिस ऑफ द स्किन. एपिडर्मिस इधर से आया, उसके बाद का जो लेयर होता है डर्मिस इज डेवलपिंग फ्रॉम द मेसोडर्म. तो सेम एक्टोडर्मिस एपिडर्मिस ऊपर वाले से और बीच वाला मेसोडर्म से. देन हार्ट यानी सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम का सम पार्ट, हार्ट, ब्लड वेसल, सो सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम. देन लिम्फेटिक वेसल्स. ओके, देन यूरिनरी एंड रिप्रोडक्टिव डक्ट्स. देन नेक्स्ट है गोनाड. गोनाड में क्या आता है? टेस्टिस एंड ओवरी आर डेवलपिंग फ्रॉम द मेसोडर्म. देन डेंटाइन ऑफ द टीथ. देन मिडल ईयर. सी इधर इंटरनल एंड एक्सटर्नल ईयर कहां से हो रहा है? एक्टोडर्म से. तो मिडल ईयर इज फ्रॉम द मेसोडर्म. किडनी. देन एड्रिनल, हियर एड्रिनल मेड्यूला इधर एक्टोडर्म से था, तो एड्रिनल कॉर्टेक्स मेसोडर्म. देन स्क्लेरा एंड कोरॉइड ऑफ आई. ओके, नाउ लास्ट वन इज एंडोडर्म. अभी एंडोडर्म में से क्या क्या बनता है? epithelium of midgut. See here, midgut, actually fore and hindgut is developing from the ectoderm, but epithelium of the midgut is developing from the endoderm. Then glands of stomachs are endoderm. Most of the glands जो external glands है वो इधर आ रहा है ectoderm में, but digestive glands are developing from the endoderm. Then tongue, tonsil, लंग्स, ट्रैकिया. अभी लंग्स आ रहा है एंडोडर्म से और हार्ट आ रहा है मेसोडर्म से. रिमेंबर, ट्रैकिया, ब्रोंकाई, लेरिंग्स, यूरिनरी ब्लैडर, वजाइना, लीवर, पैनक्रियास, थायराइड एंड पैराथायराइड. पिट्यूटरी कहां से आ रहा है स्टूडेंट? थायराइड एंड पैराथायराइड आ रहा है किधर से? इससे, एंडोडर्म में से. पिट्यूटरी आ रहा था, एंटीरियर एंड पोस्टीरियर पिट्यूटरी आ रहा था एक्टोडर्म से. नाउ एस्चुरिन ट्यूब्स, एपिथेलियम ऑफ यूरेथ्रा एंड लाइनिंग ऑफ मिडिल ईयर. अभी ईयर में ना तीनों आते हैं, एक्टोडर्म भी आता है एंड मेसोडर्म भी आता है. इंटरनल एंड एक्सटर्नल ईयर एक्टोडर्म से, मिडिल ईयर इंडोडर्म से, एंड लाइनिंग ऑफ द मिडिल ईयर इज एंडोडर्म से आता है. Okay, so with this organogenesis is been given in the textbook, and you have to only remember which layer develops into, or which organ is developing from which layer during the organogenesis and during the embryogenesis. Is that clear? Okay, now with this I am completing this